Guys, in our Defeat the Streak studios, we've got Bruno Sammartino coming down for a match, and he wants to face off against our newest Undertaker, the Undertaker in his biker costume. So yeah, as you guys know, we're in our tiny little studio here in the back end of Arsewipe, Indiana, and yeah, we've got it all back after the NWO theft angle. The only thing that's missing is they never gave back my car, but Bruno Sammartino is coming today for this match, and yeah, Bruno Sammartino was the world champion of American professional wrestling for about 16 years, and he's challenged the Undertaker here. The way our setup works is we've got a time machine in the dressing room, two time machines in the dressing room, and different people walk out each day for matches. And this time Bruno Sammartino walked out. I was amazed to see that. But then when the Undertaker nearly ran me over on his motorbike coming out, that was quite annoying, irritating, and I wish he'd stop doing that. But unfortunately, yeah, he decided to ride his motorbike straight out and straight to the ring, because here he comes. I've just rushed straight into my commentary booth, which in actuality is the toilets. So I'm actually sat on the toilet with a microphone on the stall. If somebody in the bog next to me has had curry last night, I do apologise. I mean, you can certainly hear the guy in the toilet stall next to me giggling away whilst he's having his daily shit. So, yeah, here we are, and Undertaker's ready for his match with Bruno Sammartino. I, for one, am ready to see this match. So, let's get ready, shall we? So, Bruno and the Undertaker going face-to-face here in their match. Bruno starting off slow, going in for a grapple, and missing with that short-arm clothesline. Undertaker goes in for the headlock. But Bruno reversed it by kicking the Undertaker in the knees and slamming his head to the floor. Bruno, an established mat wrestler, Irish whips the Undertaker over the top rope, driving him down with a DDT, with a spear. Bruno off the top rope with the axe handle, it hit the Undertaker, but it didn't do much damage due to the Undertaker's superior size. Bruno escaping from the Undertaker in the short term. Not really a weapons-using wrestler, but I'm sure Bruno, as most do understand, does actually need to do whatever he can to defeat the legendary Undertaker here in our Defeat the Streak studio. So he's driving that ring bell to the face and to the back of the Undertaker. Undertaker dodges that, and in comes the arm grapple, pulling on the Undertaker's arm, but the DDT onto our concrete floor, which looks like it's padded, but that's just a bit of great artwork on my part. That's actually painted concrete. So the Undertaker coming in on Bruno now, but Bruno reverses it, and Undertaker was unable to stop Bruno to attack Bruno's head from the outside. Undertaker appears to be having a fit outside the ring at this point, so Bruno's just going to taunt him. Yeah, Bruno's just taunting the Undertaker. Is this a good idea to taunt a man as dangerous as The Undertaker, who appears to be having an epileptic fit outside the ring? But Bruno seems to be more than willing to take advantage of that. Bruno to the top rope, and down with the axe handle smash, driving The Undertaker's head into the floor. Bruno strips off that ring announce table and comes off it with an axe handle smash, but his body goes through the table. Bruno put himself through the table there. Bruno up, he's going for the signature move, he drives the knee to the Undertaker and starts kicking the Undertaker in the chest, and down goes the Undertaker. Bruno sliding into the ring, thinking this could be it. Undertaker, Bruno, bear hug, Bruno with the bear hug. He's squeezing down on the ribs of the Undertaker, but it was not enough. Bruno did not have enough in him to defeat the Undertaker there. Undertaker approaching Bruno, but Undertaker reversed it and punches Bruno in the face, knocking him to the floor. Bruno is really taking a bit of a pasting here in this match. However, he is going to try whatever he can. Here comes the Undertaker with those steel steps. Steps that have caused The Undertaker many a problem in previous matches. They're a bit heavy for Bruno, but The Undertaker can take them off him quite easily. Bruno drives his shoulder into the steel steps. Probably not advisable, but The Undertaker was able to reverse the steps coming towards his face. Going across to one side, Bruno takes the steps from The Undertaker and clatters him in the stomach with them. And down on those steps just hit him in the testicles. Certainly looked like it. Bruno with those steps. Undertaker's underneath the steps. Bruno's doing a little Brock Lesnar dancing there. And coming in with a stomp. Those steel steps appear to be stuck under the ropes. Bruno going to the top rope. And down with an axe handle. But The Undertaker gets his hand up and punches Bruno in the stomach. Bruno reverses it into the headlock. But The Undertaker reverses that. Bruno with the headlock once again. It's not working though. Bruno's headlock is constantly not working here. But Bruno drives the fist into The Undertaker's head. Bruno reverses it, grabs the legs. Neck breaker. Bruno rolling over The Undertaker and stamping on his arm. Get Bruno for the pin, but The Undertaker kicks out. Irish whip into the ropes. Undertaker comes back and flips Bruno over. That Irish whip did not go well there for the legendary professional wrestler. Two legends here are going at it like in one of the best matches we have seen here on Defeat the Streak mode. Down with the elbows, but unfortunately The Undertaker was up a split second quicker than Bruno was. Flipping him over and grabbing the arms and squeezing them in a submission hold. Again, not a successful move. Undertaker over the top rope, but he catches the ropes and drops himself down gingerly. Undertaker rolling for no apparent reason there. Coming in on Bruno, and he's punching Bruno in the face. This is not good for Bruno Sammartino. But Bruno gets the leg. Bruno's got the leg. Undertaker sits up, but Bruno gets drives the elbows down as the Undertaker was sitting up. That was quite a fascinating move to see. Undertaker from behind, over the top, belly to back. Bruno down. Bruno kicks out at 2. Undertaker up. Bruno grabbing the arm once again, doing some damage to that arm of the Undertaker. Bruno driving Undertaker onto his back and pulling on the arms once again. Again, not enough to do damage. Undertaker catching Bruno with a rolling clothesline. Up gets Bruno. Bruno is back on his feet, and there is rustling in the toilet next to me. The person who is using the next stall must really be short on toilet paper. Oh, Bruno with that arm breaker. All of Bruno's moves seem to focus on the arm and the chest area of his opponent. That knee to the back certainly didn't, though. Bruno was going for another knee, but the Undertaker gets him down once again. Bruno kicks out of that. Bruno flips the Undertaker from the top all the way to the floor, and has a little bit of showboating to go there. But Bruno reverses the Undertaker's attack and drives his hand into the back. Down with the neck breaker goes the Undertaker. Undertaker's back on his feet. Bruno with the punches to the head and the chest. Bruno delivering those right hands, right and lefts. The Undertaker's on his feet. Bruno with the bear hug. Bruno with the bear hug. Bruno with the bear hug. The bear hug to the Undertaker. Bruno bear hugging the Undertaker. Squeezing the life out of the superior sized man. Undertaker back to his feet though. Into the ropes. Oh, the shoulder barge did not work out for Bruno too well. Oh, Undertaker's got the powerbomb. Undertaker's got the powerbomb. Bruno is limp in midair and down he goes with that powerbomb. Bruno kicks out. Bruno kicks out of the powerbomb. He knows to get the hell away from the Undertaker after taking that powerbomb. He used his resiliency there to kick out, but he managed to kick out. Undertaker into the corner. Bruno follows. Neck breaker on the concrete, and that is concrete. Believe me, I painted it myself. You can see the paint coming off. I'll have to repaint it after this match. Bruno delivering those shots with that ring bell to the head of the Undertaker. Undertaker is laid out on the concrete now. Undertaker rolls Bruno down, but Bruno is back up. Undertaker flips him onto the concrete. That can't have been a comfortable shot to take. Believe me, that floor isn't even poured concrete. I did it with a paintbrush. Into the ring goes Bruno. Undertaker caught him there, down with a leg drop on Bruno outside the ring. Well, on the apron at least. Undertaker's running in. Bruno's running away. Bruno's backing off here. He knows he's got to be very careful here, otherwise he'll end up getting himself knocked down by the Undertaker. Take him with that belly to back suplex, that belly suplex. Undertaker with the choke slam. Oh no, not on the concrete. Ah! Oh, Bruno's going to be paralysed for at least 20 years after that. Oh, not the last ride outside the ring. Oh no, there's a steel chair there as well. At least the steel chair took the majority of the blow, because that concrete floor is something that no one ever wants to land on, especially not one that I laid. Bruno grabs the steel chair and into the Undertaker's face with that steel chair. Onto the stomach with the chair, onto the chest with that chair, and back over the head. Undertaker's chest is in quite a state right here. Bruno with the arm lock again, the arm breaker on the floor. Oh, but the Undertaker slams him down hard on the floor. And the big boot to Bruno. Bruno rolls out the way. Over with... Oh, he rolls him over and he's got the arm lock. Again, Undertaker's arms do not have any real major damage to them, so that's not going to do too much. Into the ringside barrier. At least we've got these padded ringside barriers that I stole from a nearby TNA event. I don't know how they didn't notice me stealing them, but I suppose the NWO taught me a thing or two when they were raiding our arenas. And oh, twisting the arm, kicks to the chest, punches to the back, and the knee to the back by Bruno Sammartino. Bruno is certainly starting to look like he's running out of steam here. He drives the knee to the chest of the Undertaker and he kicks him in the face. The Undertaker is down on the outside of the ring and Bruno is inside the ring, holding on to his finishing manoeuvre ready. Bruno catches the Undertaker. Bruno's got him up. Bear hug. Bear hug. Bear hug. He's squeezing that bear hug. Squeezing that tight bear hug. Squeezing that tight bear hug. Again, it wasn't enough, but he's going for the pin anyway. 1, 2. Undertaker kicks out at 2 from a bear hug inside the ring by Bruno. This match is going to be one of the hardest fought matches we have ever seen. Bruno just keeps coming, and that is something that I really think is an incredible thing to see here in the Defeat the Streak arena. Bruno collecting another steel chair from under the ring. Undertaker's trying to do some damage. Undertaker's got Bruno in a submission outside the ring, but Bruno, the superior mat technician, is fighting it with all he is worth. And he reversed the Undertaker and got him down on the floor. Undertaker's been driven into the crowd barrier and taken a knee to the back there by Bruno Sammartino. But Bruno was reversed there by the Undertaker. Undertaker with that chokeslam on the wreckage of the table. Oh, the wreckage of the table. I hate to see broken tables because it means I've got to buy a new one. Undertaker with a tombstone pile driver on Bruno on the concrete, and Bruno is bleeding. That's also not good. That means I'm actually going to clean the arena between matches, which is irritating. Bruno reverse. There's blood all over the arena. This is terrible for me because I'm so lazy. I don't want to clean the arena. Down goes the Undertaker on the wreckage of that steel chair, and Bruno with the punches. Bruno with the punches. Punch after punch to the Undertaker. And Bruno sliding into the ring, awaiting his larger opponents. Undertaker reverse behind Bruno. Bruno reverses back on Undertaker, turns him round, lifts him up, and he's locked in. That tight bear hug. That tight bear hug. That tight bear hug. Undertaker's just tapped out. The Undertaker's tapped out to Bruno Sammartino. Bruno tapped out the Undertaker. I can't believe we've just seen Bruno tap out the Undertaker.
Let the Undertaker clean up all the mess.
The Undertaker will now have to clean up the wreckage. That's a good idea.
And the tyre tracks on the back.
But Bruno, covered in blood at ringside, has defeated the Undertaker. I cannot believe this. So I think what we need to do is we need to go to our judging panel so they can let us know how good that match was. So we'll go across to the judging panel and see what they have to say. It's so rare to see somebody defeat the Undertaker in such a manner. For competitiveness, 390 points, 22,000 for showmanship, 2,850 for excitement, 10,000 for drama, 4,950 for offensive diversity, a win bonus of 10,000, no finisher reversals and no resiliency, no use, but a 50,000 score for Bruno in just under 14 minutes. So Bruno Sammartino is going on to our record listings of people who have defeated the Undertaker, which we will check out shortly. We'll go across and we'll have a look at the not the Wrestlemania victims, we want the Wrestlemania statistics. The Undertaker's defeat statistics. There are a couple here that I've done off camera, but streak breakers. We're going to go to streak breakers. Tensai, Mick Foley, Kane, Diesel, Wade Barrett, Batista, Retro John Cena, Hulk Hogan and Bruno Sammartino have defeated the Undertaker. Bruno's was one of the slowest matches, but let's be honest, he is one of our highest scorers. No, he's actually our lowest score. Either way, Bruno Sammartino has defeated the Undertaker. I'll be back next time for more matches in the Defeat the Streak studio, so make sure you're there. Otherwise,
the Undertaker's scrubbing the floors right now.
Undertaker's scrubbing the floors. His next opponent, due to challenge him, is supposed to be Dusty Rhodes. So we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. He's challenged the Undertaker here. The way our setup works is we've got a time machine in the dressing room, two time machines in the dressing room, and different people walk out each day for matches. And this time Bruno Sammartino walked out. I was amazed to see that. But then when the Undertaker nearly ran me over on his motorbike coming out, that was quite annoying, irritating, and I wish he'd stop doing that. But unfortunately, he decided to ride his motorbike straight out and straight to the ring, because here he comes. I've just rushed straight into my commentary booth, which in actuality is the toilets. So I'm actually sat on the toilet with a microphone on the stall. If somebody in the bog next to me has had curry last night, I do after the NWO theft angle. The only thing that's missing is they never gave back my car. But Bruno Sammartino is coming today for this match, and yeah, Bruno Sammartino was the world champion of American professional wrestling for for about 16 years. And apologise. I mean, you can certainly hear the guy in the toilet stall next to me giggling away whilst he's having his daily shit. So, yeah, here we are, and Undertaker's ready for his match with Bruno Sammartino. I, for one, am ready to see this match. So, let's get ready, shall we? So, Bruno and the Undertaker going face to face here in their match. Bruno, guys, in our Defeat the Streak studios, we've got Bruno Sammartino coming down for a match, and he wants to face off against our newest Undertaker, the Undertaker in his biker costume. So yeah, as you guys know, we're in our tiny little studio here in the back end of Arsewipe, Indiana, and yeah, we've got it all back